have capacity. And you may not know, Ikene is very, very lucky in terms of personal. First, let me thank my former permanent secretary, retired, but not tired. He worked in service. I also was afraid that I was one of the I'm working with. And of course, our host today, I don't know whether when God was creating other towns, it's Ikene alone that everybody, every superstar must come from. So our host, I don't know why he's not on the high table, but that's it. When you see him, I don't know, push him aside, without even pushing aside. Once again, I congratulate you. My first choice and I have no doubt that Value Jet is going to do even more. So I have spoken about a few people who are all very important personalities here in Ikene. But we cannot stop. When you look at the past, the immediate past, the present, Ikene has remained a constant factor, not only in the annals of Southwest Nigeria or in Africa. Of course, my bosom friend has just stepped down as the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I cannot come here without giving kudos to Professor Yemi Osinbajo. I think that he's probably the first Vice President that spent 8 years without any issue. Because I remember that, maybe you don't remember that Obasanjo was the first person who became president in this current dispensation. And Atiku was his vice president. But those of you who know will remember that at a point in time, he get as a me. You know, but here we are. Our professor Yemi Osinbajo for 8 years was vice president. So there is something about this rural water in Ikene, and that is why I'm not going to be far from this town. And I can go on and on. Of course, you know, we just celebrated a few days ago the demise of Dr. Kaolo, and I was right here. Now, you must then be wondering, Kiniti Jenny Ikene. And let me let you know that apart from your current senator representing the state on the streets, I was also given a title which I'm here to celebrate. And I said I will not celebrate that title until perfect peace return to this town. I was given the title of Losi of Ikene. And for those of you who know, the last Losi of Ikene was Chief Obafemi Awolowo. And I said, no, I am not going to celebrate it until we have peace and perfect peace in Ikene. So here we are today. When they now said we have a program here and it has to do with Ikene Peace Forum, it's particularly of importance to me, and that is the reason why I have to set aside everything that I'm doing to be here. Ibi tí àwọn alágbára bá pọ̀ sí bó ṣe máa ń rí ni. And that is actually the story of this great town. That everybody is a superstar, everybody is educated, everybody has money, you are the richest, you are the most politically sophisticated, you are everything. Maybe if you give me a few of those things, I can take it away from Ikene. And that is actually on one serious note, the bane of the challenges that we have in Ikene. Where there is no peace, there cannot be progress. Many of you may not know that in the heat of operation of Ijebu State, Ikene was actually on top of the agenda as a possible capital of the state. Maybe you don't know that, you Ikene people. I'm telling you now that during the time of, there was the time that OBJ mentioned Radiya wanted. Who will give it to Ikene. So that is how people rate this down. And I just want to appeal to you that all of us, without exception, must now come together and take this thing as really a war for peace. Because if we don't fight this war to achieve peace, there will be no peace. And when there is no peace, there will not be the kind of progress that we require. I just want to call on all our personalities that God has endowed in the Kenya. I don't need to continue to explain this thing to you. If there is no peace, look at what our brother has come to do here. It's my first time of entering here. In fact, he's competing with the state government. Because after we've done the Shagamu International Stadium, I don't know why he's building another stadium in this place. But there is too much money. And I just want to appreciate him. And that he's hosting this means that he's very concerned because this place should soon become a mecca of some sort. And I can understand his dream because you know how it is. Go to some of those stadia in UK where you have clubs. You know, it is the location where hotels begin to develop, tourism begin to develop, and people just begin to migrate towards place. So what Play is doing between you and I is great foresight. And the only thing we can do to help you so that it can help us to create and recreate prosperity here is for us to have peace. All I'll be trying to do here today is to tell you what you all know. It is only in an environment where there is peace that we can have progress. Everything that we need. Something happened the last time I had an opportunity to go to England. I was then told that nobody goes to Oxford Street again. That the place is now becoming our own Oshodi of some sort. That life is no longer safe. So nobody goes to Central London any longer. In fact, it's a perfect to take a car to Central London today. Everybody is now going back home, back into the hinterland. This is what Ikene provides. You are just 5 minutes to that expressway, and that expressway can take your goods and services to the east, through Ore, to the north through Ibadan. And then if you turn left, you are going towards Lagos, you are going towards Shagamu. So everything that God wants to do has been done here in Ikene. The only thing that is left is for you to appreciate this and let's go for peace. I don't want to be mentioning it, but I know when I was governor, the first challenge I had there was peace. Too many Duganos. There it was Shofala versus Awolowo. Then our dear Kennedy Shola died. I thought that would be the end of the day. Then Yogu versus us. So when I'm going to Shola's house, I cannot go to Awolowo's house. They are opposite. When I'm going to Awolowo's house, they will like, are you coming from Shola? Why shouldn't I go and see? Are you coming from? Where are you coming from? And the house is just opposite. And let me say this again. I am not blaming. It is part of the challenge we have in the Yoruba nation. You know, let me tell you, I feel it myself. Let me tell you how I feel it. If I get to a place, kí ló yẹ pé ó lè dúkù tí wà náà ṣe bá jọ lọ sùkúrù tí tó bá lè ṣe gọ́ọ̀mọ̀ náà kọ́ ṣe ẹ̀rọ ẹgbẹ́ kò rẹ̀ ẹwọ bó ṣe ṣèjìká. Because everybody is educated. I went to Unila, went to Unila, so what is it? But we have not converted the habit of saying, maybe you could have been Yemi Osinbajo classmate 40-something years ago. But now he's vice president. And because he's vice president, you have to forget the fact that both of you are, he was in Pawan Drinkers Club before he became reverend. And when I was also in some other social club. That's how we related then. But at the point when he had become vice president, it's a different ball game. That is the language that we see do not understand. And I just want to plead with all of us in the Kenya here. Despite the fact that everybody is somebody in their own right, we just have to cultivate the habit of appreciating one another, because it's how you carry your own that other people will carry for you. I'm not really supposed to deliver a lecture. I'm they call me special guest of honor. The man who will do more of the talking is the man who brings the big boss. I'll do my own little bit, and I want to pray that by the grace of God, all these 8 long crises in the Kenya before now will be resolved. Amen. Finally, let me also remind you what happened. Once upon a time, Ijebu and Ijebu were 2 equally strong towns in Ijebu land. Ijebu and Ijebu. In fact, the Ijebu people will be telling you that they have the greatest number of votes in Ogun State, and nobody can become governor if Ijebu does not endorse it. Maybe you also did not know that for a very long time, if you count the number of senators that has appeared in this horizon, 80% of them are from Ijebu. When something happened to them, they could not install a king for decades. Luckily, they have now been able to install an Oribulusi. And now progress has started returning back to Ijebu. Mi ò tó pa òwe níwájú àwọn àgbàlagbà o, ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ wà ní ọwọ́ wa. À ń láti jẹ́ kí ẹsẹ̀ ọba gbúgbúlẹ̀. Gbogbo tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a bá gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ àná àdìbá ìlú ṣeré o. So as we fight for peace, I also want to appeal to our rulers, our traditional leaders, to come together to see what we can do in the overall interest and progress of the Kenya town. Thank you very much.
Kódà, èyí tí gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá, gẹ́gẹ́ bí alábẹ́ẹ̀tì, ìyẹn tó wáyé bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọgbọ́n àti òye tí ẹ kí tó ọlọ́run sí òbí ìbàlá ẹláyé kò sí ọ̀nà wọn kò sí ìyá ọ̀nà. So we appreciate you very much. God bless you.